Are you interested in trade jobs, but all you hear is about going to college? Do you want a job that is always in demand? Do you want a job where you can start soon and make good money? Did you know you can do that in the National Guard? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about trade jobs in the National Guard. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, TeamWillbob. I'm Staff Sergeant Robert Williams, a recruiter and retention NCO for the Washington Army National Guard. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you can get my videos in the future. And if you like it, please hit that like button so the algorithm will show it to more people. According to a quick Google search, trade careers give you practical and useful skills, incur less student debt, and allow you to earn experience and an education. Plus, trade jobs are always in demand. Yes, direct quote from the internet. If you are already planning on going into a trade, or you don't really know what you want to do, but you're looking at your options, this video is for you. There are 3 ways that we can get you training in the trades. The first is obviously do that as your MOS or job in the National Guard. And this really is the best way to do it. The second way is that we can pay for your training at a technical school with our National Guard grant or with tuition assistance. And the third way would be through our credentialing assistance program. Though this is more for like keeping your licenses current or for other things like learning how to fly a plane, or you really can just use it to learn a new skill. I will give you a full list in just a couple minutes, but first I'm going to talk to you about the job areas just in case you only want to watch part of the video. The first area is what most people think of when you say the trades. It's the engineering and craftsman jobs. Think construction, but it's both the physical labor and the interior labor. The second group is aircraft maintenance and repair. There are so many aerospace and aviation companies that need people to come do their work. And we have a lot of these companies coming to the National Guard to recruit personnel. Then there's communications, which kind of explains itself. There's transportation and logistics. We need to get our goods and food distributed properly and to the right place and on time. A really cool one is ammunition and explosives. Yeah, do you want guns to be your job? That's really cool. And then we have other mechanics and equipment repair, which is things like diesel mechanics, HVAC, etc. And of course there's safety and food. I want to be able to fly in a helicopter and know that the fuel is going to be working properly. And I also want to be able to eat and drink safe things. Lastly, there's radar and radio equipment operating and repairing. That one also kind of speaks for itself. Okay, so those are all the job fields where you can have a trade job in the National Guard. If you want to hear about all of the individual jobs that we have available, please keep watching. If not, send me a message in the comment sections or through Facebook, Instagram, text, or WhatsApp with any of your questions. Now, on to the individual jobs. In the Army, we group jobs together in job series, and that lines up fairly well with those groups of jobs that I was talking about for the trades. The first one, the 12 series jobs, the engineering and craftsman jobs, are plumber/utilitiesman, which is mostly plumbing, but also a little bit of additional tasks and knowledge put in there. We have horizontal construction engineer, which is things like actually building buildings themselves. We have interior electricians, which is a great skill to have. You are like wiring the lights and everything in a house. We have a technical engineer, which are the people who are looking at schematics, helping design things. And then we have concrete and asphalt equipment operator. They build like roads, cement buildings, and other large structures. Lastly, carpentry and masonry specialist. If you want to go into either one of these fields, this is an excellent job to have. Next is the 15 series, which is aviation maintenance and repair. Aircraft power plant repair. These are the personnel who are working on the engine specifically. Then we have aircraft powertrain repairer. This is where you're working on the transmission, the propellers, the blades, etc. Aircraft electrician, awesome job, pays very well. Aircraft structural repair, this is where you're going to be in welding and making sure the actual full airframe is working properly and you are maintaining that. Aircraft hydraulics repair. This is a blend of both pneumatic and hydraulic systems. MQ-1 repairer. This is where you're actually working on an unmanned aerial vehicle and maintaining that. Avionic mechanic. All the little electronics and the sensors and everything inside of an aircraft. Then you have helicopter repairers. This is specific to one airframe like the Chinook or the Blackhawk. And lastly, unmanned aircraft systems operator. You are a UAS or UAV pilot. That is a really great series of jobs, and one especially where you're getting headhunted a lot by places like Boeing or the other aerospace companies in the area. Then we have 25 series, the communication series. Cable systems installer maintainer. Think of like your cable company and all the stuff that they have to do. Satellite communication system operator maintainer. This is where you work on satellite ground stations. I did the satellite communications job for a while. It was really fun. Next we have 88 series, the transportation and logistics. Motor transport operator. This is where you can get your CDL and you're going to have a lot of experience driving a lot of different vehicles. Transportation management coordinator. This is basically like working at UPS and doing the paperwork there and the management. Transportation management coordinator was actually my first MOS in the Army. It's a very interesting job, but I just liked infantry better. And then we have the 89 series, ammunition and explosives. Ammunition stock control and accounting specialist. You're the one doing all of the accounting for all of the types of ordnance. Ammunition specialist, you're the one actually handling the bullets and the other rounds, everything in the inventory that we have. Explosive ordnance disposable, EOD. These are the bomb squad guys. And then one from the 91 series, small arms / artillery repairer. This is the one where you're actually fixing small weapons and large weapons. And then of course there's the rest of the 91 series, which is the other mechanics and equipment repair. Wheeled vehicle mechanic. This is your diesel mechanic. Utilities equipment repairer. You're gonna work on anything that is with your, like your normal utilities for your house. Tactical power generation specialist. You're gonna make sure we have electricity no matter where we go. Allied trade specialist. This is a very broad trade job. Construction equipment repairer. This is where you're gonna be fixing any of the large vehicles, the earth movers, all that kind of stuff. And lastly, striker systems maintainer. This is a diesel mechanic with extra training for this specific type of vehicle. The 91 series is full of a lot of great trade jobs that do pay very well. And then there's the 92 series, which has safety and food, petroleum supply specialist. This is where you are distributing fuel and making sure it is actually safe to use. Culinary specialist. This is the cook, the chef. You're making all of our food. Water treatment specialist. Have you ever seen in the Army now? Those are the guys that are the water treatment specialists using the rope pew. Make sure what we drink is not going to kill us. And lastly, we have the 94 series, the radio and radar operator and repair. Radio equipment repairer, radar repairer, and avionic and survivability equipment repairer. Those are some very technical jobs, and again, you get paid very well. Since not everyone who watches my videos is in the state of Washington, one thing to note is that not every state in the union will have every one of these individual jobs. If you really want a specific job and your state doesn't have it, You can go to one of the neighboring states and they might have it, or there's also a slim chance that the reserves might have it, but you run the risk of not getting the same benefits because the National Guard has more. And if you want to get a promotion, you might have to go to an even farther away state for that. All but one of the jobs on this list are in the state of Washington, just saying. If you are trying to figure out what you want to do after high school, or you are an adult who's looking for a change in career, I highly recommend looking into the trades. They are always in demand and they pay very well. Thank you for watching Team Willbob and learning about trade jobs in the National Guard. If you have not already done so, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and that like icon. If you have any questions, you can comment, give me a call, send me a text, WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram message. See you next time.